So, you delved into the black arts and conjured up a hell beast from the ocean's depths to wreak your vengeance. Didn't you?
What? No. I snuck in yesterday and peed in the pool.
Ew.
Kind of funny. Hey everybody, welcome to the channel. Thanks for clicking on this video. Today I want to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 2, Episode 20, entitled Go Fish. I now do not know what's going to happen. Because the last episode, somewhere 6 episodes ago or something, or 5 episodes ago, I think I was told in the comments, there's a couple of more Monster of the Week episodes, but I don't know. The last one sort of was, in a way, a monster, a creature, a ghost. But it also kind of had some heavy angel stuff in it. And so, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what this will be. Certainly the title does not seem to be like it'll be about the guys. So, I don't know. But, I know that there's a quote-unquote epic ending to this season. And maybe it's just, I know the last 2 episodes are 2 episodes after this one are part 1 and part 2. So, that could be the epic ending. But there could be a preliminary episode that sort of leads into it. But, I don't know. The last thing we saw, though, that's kind of was wild was Spike getting up out of his wheelchair. So he's faking being in a wheelchair right now. And he is pissed at Angel. So regardless, we might as well start this. But even if this is kind of a separate story and another monster or something like that, I still feel like they're gonna, tease some stuff for this last couple episodes, or at least have, Angel will make an appearance, even if it's not, specifically about those guys. Over Christmas, I didn't really get a lot of these out, so I wanted to kind of focus on these. But now I just kind of want to get to at the end of Season 2, foregoing the other shows that I've been watching for now. Hopefully the fans of those shows aren't too upset. I'll get to them as soon as we find out how this season ends. I'll do a couple of those. Alright, you ready to do it? Like, subscribe, comment, and if you like full reactions, the link to my Patreon is down below, and let's do it. They have a beach?
All I'm saying is, it's a stupid idea to have a victory party at the beach. It's officially nippy. So say my nips.
Well, it's the team's choice. It was their victory.
Team? Swim team. Hardly what I call a team. The A's. Abbott Costello. The A. Now those were teams. Dodd McAlvey. Last month he's the freak with hickam-a-breath who waxes his back. He wins a few meets and suddenly he inherits the cool gene.
It's about time our school excelled at something.
You're forgetting our high mortality rate.
Excelling at a high mortality rate. I always get the feeling they're in Northern California, and you can't even swim in the ocean up there.
Isn't it?
Oh, ocean, go fish.
It's just so
eternal. A true mother giving birth to new life and devouring old. Always adaptable and nurturing.
I was just gonna go with big and wet.
Me and some of the other guys on the team, we come out here once a week to train in it. See, we swim against the current.
Funny. That's how I feel most of the time. So, Cameron Walker, you just won the state semifinals. What are you going to do next?
I'm going to hang out with Buffy Summers. Get to know her.
What a douchebag.
No pressure. I just like being around you. That's all.
Somebody help me!
Come on, Johnny, you gotta hold your breath longer than that if you ever want to make a team. Hey, somebody time him! Hey!
Nice tat. What, they're at a Tweety Bird?
Hey, what's your problem?
Had it coming to you, bro.
Chill, dude.
Hey, let's get you a
No,
towel.
why don't you mind your own business?
I forgot to guess, but
Your help.
is it going to be like Creature from the Black Lagoon?
Man, I can't believe Buffy.
Man, that girl gives me the creeps.
What?
Dude, what is that foulness? Hey, Todd! Dude!
Dude, where'd it go? What? It's a Creature from the Black Lagoon.
Good pie charts, everyone. Good.
Forgot she's teaching. Oh, maybe she'll find the disc.
Your pie chart is looking a lot like solitaire.
What's your point?
Nice work in yesterday's meet, son. How's the class? Everything in order?
Well, actually.
Great. To the board. Do you think you could continue subbing through finals?
Oh, sure.
You're a team player, and I like that. I understand there's a problem with Gage Petronzi.
Actually, he doesn't have any test scores because he never shows up when we...
I'm not interested in any of that. I'm interested in why, when this school is on the brink of winning its first state championship in 15 years, you slap a crucial member of that team with a failing mark that would force his removal. Is that how you show your school spirit?
What?
No,
Corruption?
I'm just trying to grade fairly.
Gage is a champion. He's under more pressure than the other students. And I think we need to cut him some slack.
Aw, that's bullshit.
He made it perfectly clear of what he wasn't telling me.
That is wrong.
The truth is, certain people are entitled to special privileges. They're called winners. That's the way the world works.
You know what really grates my cheese? That Buffy's not here to share my moral outrage about swim team perks. She's too busy being one of them.
Oh, she's dating that douche?
Because, you know, when I'm in the vastness of the ocean, it's like I'm never alone.
This guy.
I mean, she'd carry on entire conversations with it. I mean, sometimes I do that. I mean, once I was
You know
out.
what, Cam? I'd forgotten how nice it is to just talk, or in my case, listen, without any romantic pressure.
I just want you to be comfortable.
I'm comfy. I'm so comfy I'm nodding off, actually, which is why...
Are you wearing a bra?
What?
Come on.
I should probably get out of this car.
The fuck?
I'm not going to hurt you.
Oh, it's not me I'm worried about.
You like it rough. Oh, you broke my nose!
What a crock.
I wasn't the attacker, Principal Snyder. I was the attacked.
That's not how it looked from where I was standing.
I mean, first she leads me on, then she goes schizo on me. I mean, look at the way she dresses.
Aww.
How bad does it look?
Well, luckily it's not broken.
I mean our chances of winning the state championship.
I'm gonna need Cameron back at 110%. He's my best swimmer, now with Dodd.
What happened to Dad?
That's none of your concern.
Oh.
Boys knows heels before the meet this Friday.
Walker, I want you to hit the steam room as soon as you're done here. Take care of my boy, Ruthie.
I always do.
And you, try to dress more appropriately from now on. This isn't a dance club.
Fuck these guys. Good God.
So I'm treated like the baddie just because he has a sprained wrist and a bloody nose. And I don't have a scratch on me, which granted hurts my case a little on the surface, but meanwhile, he gets away with it because he's on the Aren't We the Most swim team, who, by the way, if no one's noticed, have been acting like real jerks lately.
What's wrong with them?
Anything new with you guys?
Thank you for taking an interest. Some remains were found on the beach this morning.
Todd McAlvey's remains.
Vampire?
No, he was eviscerated. Nothing left but skin and cartilage.
This was no boating accident.
Principal Snyder has asked the faculty to keep the news quiet for now, so as not to unduly upset students.
Swim team.
So we're looking for...
As if.
That eats humans whole, except for the skin.
This doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, the skin's the best part.
Anything with high cholesterol?
Go fish. So, Creature from the Black Lagoon like thing. I mean, it sort of looked like that. I just saw the outline. It's the only sea monster I know of.
Okay, son, I think you've had enough. Time to hit the shower.
Weird.
Hey, watch it.
Oh, forgive me your swim teamliness. Buffy must not be on your list of privileges after all. Man, I love it when you guys mess with her.
You're lucky I'm hungry.
Oh, the cafeteria's closed.
Not to me. God, what is that?
Oh, it's the smell again.
Grape orange. Orange grape.
Grape.
Oh my God.
Better get out of there. See, it is creature black lagoon.
No. The mouth's a lot bigger.
Is that what you saw, Xander?
Pretty much.
Are you sure?
Well, it was dark, and the thing went through the window so quick, and...
Go ahead. Say it. You ran like a woman.
Hey, if you saw this thing, you'd run like a woman, too.
Dodd and Cameron were the best swimmers on the team.
Paige Petronzi, the third best swimmer on the team, would be the next item on the menu.
If you're saying these killings are random, it would suggest someone's out for revenge.
Oh,
Willow?
Jonathan. He was bullied by Dodd the other day on the beach, remember?
Oh, yeah.
It's a good call. You should question him.
Really? Me? I'll crack him like an egg.
Meanwhile, I think swimmer number 3 might benefit from your watchful eye and protection. Discreetly, of course.
What can I do?
Well, you could go out to the parking lot and practice running like a man.
Seems like kind of a weird episode. She's just watching him.
So, Jonathan, you tried out for the swim team twice and never made it?
I'm asthmatic. I couldn't keep up.
You resented it, didn't you?
Maybe.
You wanted revenge, didn't you? Didn't you?
Yeah, okay.
So, you delved into the black arts and conjured up a hell beast from the ocean's depths to wreak your vengeance. Didn't you?
What? No. I snuck in yesterday and peed in the pool.
Ew.
Kind of funny.
I don't know two finer boys than Cameron and that other one. They want their friends to go. You'll find someone. All he has to do is wear a bathing suit, right?
Sandra gonna join? So she's just stalking him? Very not discreetly. He's gonna turn around and be like, what the fuck are you looking at me for?
This mean my shadow act? It's getting old. What do you want from me?
There's something lurking out there, and it's making fillets of the populace, and I think you might be next.
You're one twisted sister, you know that? Go find someone else to harass.
So they don't know, because the principal's keeping it under wraps.
She and I had this thing once. Biggest mistake in my life.
Yeah, my condolences, dude.
She's a real head tripper.
Tell me about it. Girl acts like she's God's gift or something.
You know, what she really needs is for someone to really knock her down off her notch.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. Anyone in mind?
You're in luck, my friend. Just so happens, I'm recruiting. Boy, Miss Summers, you're beautiful.
What was that all about? What's the spitting out?
Was that the thing that killed Cameron?
No, that was something else.
Oh, maybe he's the creature.
Take position!
So maybe he's got them killed because he's number 3. He wanted to be number 1. Or maybe he's the creature.
All the way to the end. 3 teams.
And that's why the vampire was like, yeah.
Or maybe there was something in Gage's blood that Angel didn't like. Say, for example, steroids.
That would explain all their behavioral changes.
And their winning streak.
So maybe whatever's in their blood is what's attracting this creature to them.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh my. Now that, girls, is my kind of...
Xander?
Xander? What the hell are you doing here?
I'm undercover.
You're not under much.
I tried out for the team last night. I made it.
Really?
Yeah, I figure I could keep an eye on Gage and the others when Buffy can't.
Eris, You can flirt on your own time.
Okie dokie, coachy.
I'm dating a swimmer from the Sunnydale swim team.
You can die happy. What about Jonathan? Is he involved?
Oh, no, he just sort of peed in the pool.
Oh.
Don't you guys get claustrophobic in here? I mean, what's the deal?
That was funny.
You can't breathe.
Huh. So steroids, that could be the idea?
Tag, you're it.
Uh-oh. Okay, so he's not the creature if he's about to be attacked. So maybe they did call it. They're all on steroids. Or something similar.
Gage?
What the fuck is going on? Is this what's happening every time?
I don't think that this is going to need stitches. You might want to have a
shit.
family physician.
It would appear that none of your team actually died.
But the bad news is, they're monsters.
How could this happen?
You never asked any of the boys if they were taking anything.
Maybe I was afraid to.
I'm still not piecing this together.
It's all there in the school medical records.
All symptomatic of steroid abuse.
But is steroid abuse usually linked with, hey, I'm a fish?
Yes.
Nurse Greenlee treated every one of
Good
them.
question.
Xander, why don't you see if you can find out what these boys are taking?
I'm looking around, guy.
What about you?
Giles loaded up the tranquilizer gun. We're going fishing.
So, it's unclear why they're turning into creatures of the Black Lagoon. Because of the steroids they take? Which vampires don't like. They live in the sewer. So they're not dead. They've turned into creatures, which means there's at least 4 of them. 3.
I feel good. Loving the swim. Okay, so when do we get our next dose? I need a little something to improve my performance. The steroids. Where are they?
You're soaking in it, bud. Aromatherapy.
Very close to perfecting this. We just need to adjust the mix.
There we go.
Thinking of continuing to expose these boys.
They're gonna be the best.
They're going to be monsters. Don't make it any worse. You've already lost 3.
Lost? They're not lost.
What are you doing?
I'm just looking after my boys. They may be out of the game right now, but they're still a team. And a team's gotta eat.
Feeding them the nurse? Makes no sense. They may be out of the game right now.
They're absorbing the steroid mixture through the steam.
We need to find an antidote, don't you think? The clock is ticking, people!
I wouldn't break out the tartar sauce just yet.
Tartar sauce.
Whoa.
What am I gonna do?
What about me? It's one thing to be dating the lame, unpopular guy, but it's another to be dating the creature from the Blue Lagoon.
Black Lagoon. The creature from the Blue Lagoon was Brooke Shields.
Oh, so that's what's turning them into it.
We also need to know exactly what's in this steroid gas. So
Well, why is there always a creature showing up
can develop an antidote.
at the same time they turn?
I think I'm gonna go have a little talk with our coach. Somehow, I doubt all he's been giving these boys is inspiration.
You don't have any proof.
Tell me what's in the steam.
After the fall of the Soviet Union, documents came into light detailing experiments with fish DNA in their Olympic swimmers, but they couldn't crack it.
And you did. Sort of. Why?
To make my team the best they could be. Boy, when they were handing out school spirit, you didn't even stand in line, did you?
No. I was in the line for shred of sanity. This isn't over.
In. You think I don't care about my boys, but I do.
So what, you're just gonna feed me to him?
Well, they've already had their dinner, but boys have other needs.
Got a lot of sexual harassment in this.
Any gills yet? Xander, what are you doing? Xander? Oh my God, Xander. It's me, Cordelia. I know you can't answer me, but
Oh, it's not gonna be Xander.
I still care about you, no matter what you look like. And we can still date. Or not. I mean, I understand if you want to see other fish.
We can still date.
I'll do everything I can to make your quality of life better. Whether that's little bath toys or whatever.
That's not me.
Stay calm, chaps.
That was ridiculous. I understand if you want to see other fish.
Everyone's accounted for except Sean.
I can't believe Cordy was gonna stay with him.
Where's Buffy?
She hasn't come back yet.
Great. This is just what my reputation needs. That I did it with the entire swim team.
What's up, Coach? Where's Buffy?
Buffy, hurry! Your hands! Hold on!
Saved her? Okay.
Thanks. Just doing my part for our team.
Grab my hand!
No, boys. No,
Those boys really love their coach.
I'm meeting some of the guys for plasma transfusions at 5.
Giles seems pretty confident that the treatments are gonna work.
Well, turning into a creepy crawly wasn't on my top 10 list of things to do before I turned 20.
Our creatures have apparently made a dash for it.
Does that mean we're gonna have to hunt them again?
No, I don't think so. I don't think we'll be seeing them anymore.
Where do you think they'll go?
Home.
Why not? To the sea? We just think that they're gonna go back to the sea? Alright, well that was an extremely silly episode. Extremely silly. And it had some weird moments in it. Like it had a lot of, as I said, like sexual harassment kind of in it. Like the guy in the car, which was also weird because he went from being an extremely boring dude who would nonstop talk about the ocean to just on a dime being like, "You wearing a bra?" I was like, what the fuck? And then she gets blamed for it by what she wore, which is very egregious. Even, you know, I mean, it's egregious even back in 1998 or whatever it was. It's not like, oh, back then it was cool. You know, I mean, everyone knew. The Accused had come out already. So that was kind of, you know, what you shouldn't wear, dress like that shit was kind of ridiculous. And then the coach was going to give her to be assaulted by the 3 creatures. And then she makes a joke about it. Like, oh, my reputation, I did it with the whole swim team. All of that was just like odd. Maybe it's kind of just sounds weird to our ears these days, but I feel like it would have sounded weird to my ears those days too. I mean, it's not like the 1950s or something. And then when she's bitching about it to them in the library, and they all look like they don't give a fuck. And I thought she had a, you know, she wasn't about nothing. It was something she was bitching about that was kind of a legitimate thing, that if that happened to you, you would turn to your friends and be like, "Can you fucking believe that?" Blah, 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 blah. And she's doing that, and they're all just staring at her, like, and not responding. And she's like, finally, like, "Oh, okay, I guess my problems aren't interesting enough to talk about. What are you guys up to?" And they're like, "There was a body found." And it's like, yeah, okay, there's a body found, but, you know, they're all kind of like treating her like story like it was bullshit. And I mean, I think it's a pretty good story, pretty good point she was making. I feel like there was also a third sort of sexual harassment kind of ish thing in there. Anyway, it was just weird. They threw that. I mean, it's not weird that they would do it once. Occasionally, they've kind of hinted at things like that, but to throw, you know, a few number of them into this one episode, which was just, that was just odd when they were all looking at her like that. It's kind of like, okay, what's up? And then nothing was up. It was just strangely done. I don't know. It was just like written kind of funny. So there are a few scenes where it felt like there was something else going on because it was written so strange. And there never really was anything else going on. It was still your kind of typical, it was a fairly convoluted monster idea. And then we learned that they all knew about it. Okay, so then they all knew. The principal knew. He's pressuring Willow to pass it. That kind of sucks, but then I guess it didn't really matter because the guy ends up dying anyway, or turning into a monster anyway. But yeah, and then at the end it's like, do we have to hunt them down and kill them? No, I feel they'll go home. And then we see them swimming back to the ocean. Like, that's just all silliness. I'll tell you what it is. It felt like a filler episode for sure. It felt like we need to put something in here because we need this season to be 22 episodes. And I know that these next 2 episodes are going to be, you know, really good and a conclusion to this whole, probably a conclusion to this whole thing. There really was, I mean, there was a little angel in there, like I suggested that they kind of would do, and I'm glad they put him in there. But it really did not further the storyline or of what that's going on with that at all. He just popped into... Was it just that one scene where he bit that guy and was like spitting out his blood? And that led them to the idea that there's steroids in the thing, which then I guess it wasn't just steroids. It was like mixing fish DNA with their DNA or something. Anyway, that was totally silly. Alright, but you know what? I'm super happy to have gotten through it, because now the next 2 episodes are the big finale, part 1 and part 2. They're entitled Becoming. So I'm very intrigued about those. I will speculate on those when I come back for them, which should be soon, because I'd like to get to the end of that soon. Now I'm right on the cusp of these, what I know are going to be kind of good episodes. So, alright, well, like, subscribe, comment, and if you like full reactions, the link to my Patreon's down below. Alright, we'll see you next time. Bye.